The first model I'll present in this virtual show is my first generation Otto Langen atmospheric internal combustion engine. Design and construction started on this model in 2013. It took about a year and a half to complete the construction. At first I couldn't get the model to run at all, and it took over a year of getting anything resembling a consistent run out of it at all. Switching to acetylene as a fuel allowed the model to run, and then about another year of experimentation was required to get it to run fairly well. I suspect the engine would run on hydrogen, which is what most full-size Otto Langen engines are run on today, but I'd have to tool up for hydrogen. I can't see the expense. The model was built with little information available to me at the time, and I really just built it from a few pictures and watching YouTube videos of full-size engines. Therefore, I don't consider this model a scale model, but rather a replica, built at around a quarter size. The engine was built mostly of cast iron, and there were no castings used in the construction of the model. These Otto Langen engines run on extremely low fuel pressures. I used the standard acetylene torch regulator to get the fuel pressure down to around 5 psi, and then I used a secondary low pressure regulator to drop the pressure down to around a quarter psi. In addition, the fuel is further metered by a restrictor in the fuel delivery tube that is drilled out to around 28 thousandths of an inch of an orifice. It took a lot of effort to get this model running right, but at this point I'm quite happy with it. It runs with the same characteristics of the full size from which it was modeled. Now we'll move on to my model of the Crosley Brothers built second generation Otto Langen engine. This engine was built from close measurements taken from the full-size engine, and therefore the model is quite accurate. Though some liberties were taken in order to produce a model that runs well and has a functioning governor. The scale of this model is 1/5 size, so though the engine it was modeled after might appear smaller than the engine my first generation model was modeled after, in reality, the full-size Crosley is much larger than the full-size first-generation engine. This model was designed and built last fall, through the winter and into the spring. It has a build thread here on MEM, which you can follow as provided by the accompanying text. I'm quite pleased with this model. It runs much like the full-size after which it was modeled. One of the unique features of the Crosley-built Otto Langens is the ability to start them with a starting lever without rotating the flywheel. The model can also be started in that manner.